Hello friends, today we take the topic of indefinite integration as integration by partial fraction. Indefinite integration, integration by partial fraction. This is the third topic of the chapter. So before this, we take what is the meaning of partial fraction. You know that if fx and gx are any two non-zero polynomials, then the rational polynomial Rx is equal to fx upon gx, provided that gx not equal to 0. These two polynomials with their division as Rx, and we take here degree fx is less than degree gx, degree fx less than degree gx, then this is proper fraction. Rx is equal to fx upon gx, gx not equal to 0, degree of fx less than degree of gx, then we say that this is proper rational function. But if degree of fx greater than equal to degree gx, then we call that is improper rational function. Degree of fx greater than or equal to degree of gx. Means for the second case, we take actual division, means is fx upon gx. For second case, fx upon gx is equal to quotient plus remainder upon divisor. So, when we take integration of such a type of rational function, then we find integral of quotient separately, and this type of rational function becomes, this type of rational function becomes proper rational function. This type of rational function is proper rational function, and therefore to integrate means degree of fx less than degree of gx, we take this proper rational function can be integrated. Now for this type of integral, degree of fx is greater than degree of gx, then by taking actual division, so there are three types of function for which we take the functions with their denominator can be divided in three parts as that denominator fx upon gx. For this type of function, we take denominator means gx. Gx is equal to denominator. So that can be takes as three types, for which we take denominator contains product of linear factors, means we take that is the repeated. First we take denominator contains product of linear factors. First case is linear factors. So for this case we take numerator is actually we can take this type of integration whole for the proper rational function, and for this we take as this function is of the type ax square plus qx plus r, and that denominator contains linear factors, means first factor is x minus a, suppose second is x minus b, third is x minus c. Then how we can take factors of that function, how we can find factors of this function? So for this we can take a upon x minus a, b upon x minus b, c upon x minus b. So these a, b, c are called partial fraction, as the denominator contains product of linear factors. Linear factors as a case for degree of numerator is less than degree of denominator, so here actual division does not take place. When actual division takes place, then we see that is the improper factor, but here this is a proper rational function because degree of the numerator is less than degree of the denominator. So denominator can be factorized as a product of linear factors, that each linear factor can be separated by some constant, and this constant a, b, c are called partial fraction. So for 12th standard syllabus, we take only there are 3 cases. For second case, the denominator contains repeated linear factors. Repeated linear factors. So naturally here that factors are non-repeating. Here that factors are non-repeating. So as repeated linear factors, so for this case we take that terms as px numerator is px square plus qx plus r. Here we will take first factor is x minus a and second factor is x minus b, which is repeated twice, or you may take that may be repeated thrice, or again you can take one more factor x minus c that repeated thrice. So for this case we can separate this numerator by first case as x minus a is linear factor and x degree is 1, so we take only 1 times, so x minus a, but x minus b is repeated 2 times, so first linear factor is x minus b and that fraction is b, and third is c fraction, but for this we take that linear expression or linear factor which is repeated. Suppose again that is repeated 3 times, so we take again one more constant d upon x minus b bracket cube. Suppose you take again here x minus c raised to 2, so we take new constant d upon x minus c plus e upon x minus c bracket square. Means linear factor which may be repeated 2 or 3 or 4 times. So that can be separated by that taking constant, and we can separate that factor. Now third, for this again the denominator contains product of linear factor and non-repeated quadratic factor. So non-repeated quadratic factor means we take that is of the type px square plus qx plus r divided by, suppose one of the factor is x minus c which is linear, then this is non-repeated quadratic factor means we take that factor as ax square plus bx plus c. Now this cannot be factorized, means you may take that may be case of the type x square plus a square. X square plus a square. Now for this case we take that factors as its solution can be obtained on set of complex number. So we take that factors in terms of I and we have to find solution up to only set of real numbers. So that can be separated as first factor a upon x minus a plus second factor. Here remember that this can be separated. Means for the non-repeated quadratic factor we take case as bx plus c can be separated by ax square plus bx plus c. Means when degree of denominator is 1, then we take numerator is constant. When degree of denominator is 2, then we take its numerator is of degree 1, that is linear. For the linear factor, this type of integral is of the type integral of px plus q upon ax square plus bx plus c. Already we seen this topic. For this we take numerator is equal to a into d by dx of denominator plus, with the help of this we can evaluate this type of integral. So on this topic there is no question on the question paper up to 2020, but we take the example belonging to this x square with the factor as x square upon x square plus a square, x square plus b square. The denominator contains product of non-repeated linear factors, but numerator also contain x square term. So for this case, we solve the example by taking x square is equal to t only for finding its partial fraction, means according to first case. So only you can take the case as consider the denominator contains product of non-repeated linear factors, product of repeated linear factors, and product of linear factors with the quadratic factors. By using this, we solve the examples on the topic integration by partial fraction. There is only one exercise on this topic. From 3.4, integrate with respect to x. So we take one or two examples on this topic. As according to your textbook, that examples are given. Some examples on substitution, some examples on linear factors. So we take question. As 1 upon x into x raised to 5 plus 1 upon x into x raised to 5 plus 1. So for this we take the example as solution to find integral of it. So first we take the integral, which is equal to 1 upon x into x raised to 5 plus 1. Actually, this factor is not linear. This factor is not linear. But by taking the integrand, nature of the integrand, we can evaluate that converting into linear factors by taking some substitution. So for this case, we take first case as multiply dividation by x raised to 4 to the denominator and numerator. So that becomes as x raised to 4 upon x raised to 5 to x raised to 5 plus 1. Multiply denominator and numerator by x raised to 4. So numerator becomes x raised to 4, denominator x into x raised to 4 becomes x raised to 5. Now we take here substitution as x raised to either x raised to 5 equal to t, or you may take x raised to 5 plus 1 is equal to t. So what is implied? By differentiating 5 to x raised to 4, dx is equal to dt. So you have to find value of this, x raised to 4 into dx. Therefore here that numerator becomes dt upon 5 whole divided by t into t plus. So for this integral we take integral with the constant 1 by 5 takes out of that symbol dt upon t into t plus 1. Dt upon t into t plus 1 means we take. Now this is the integral of our, according to first case, denominator contains repeated or non-repeated linear factors. T with the degree 1, t plus 1 again with the degree 1, again that factors are non-factor. So for this case, we can take that factors can be separated. So here I becomes as 1 by 5 is constant, and we can take that factors as a upon t plus b upon t plus 1. Again one more case as when denominator contains two successive terms, then this numerator 1 can be adjusted as their difference of this. So we take this a and b orally here, 1 by 5 times as this numerator 1 can be adjusted as difference of the two terms with their linear factors p into t plus. Actually we find this by taking cross multiplication, but remember that if the denominator is the product of two successive terms and numerator you only one as a constant, so that one can be adjusted as the difference of these two successive terms. So t minus t is 1, so 1 into dt that remains as it is. Now by taking some concept, means we can divide this separation t plus 1, so we get here 1 upon t, and by dividing this we get here minus 1 upon t plus 1. So naturally here by without calculation of a and b we can find value of a equal to 1 and value of b is equal to minus 1. So we can evaluate this integral directly. Integral of 1 upon t with respect to t is log of mod of t minus log of mod of t plus 1 plus constant of integration. Now we take simplification. At the same time, one of substitution of t. 1 by 5 log of mod of this t means x raised to 5. T means x raised to 5. Divide by t plus 1 means we can get x raised to 5 plus 1 plus. So when we take integral that contains for the denominator product of linear factors, at that time we can use the linear factor, non-repeated linear factors can be separated by constant a and b. Here we may take this value of a and b by taking cross multiplication. We take again example on this topic to take or to solve this by using cross multiplication of a and b. So for this we take example. From your textbook, we take here question as integral of this is very important topic because only one exercise according to this topic, and one of the example asked in the question paper. Again, this topic there is no any theorem, so you take only solvation of examples. We take here question number 10 as integral x cube plus 3 upon x square minus 1 and x square minus 2 with respect to x. There is again very easy questions are given, but we cannot solve this because that factors are linear and that can be easily separated out by taking partial fraction ABC. But we take some examples from which we can take first simplification, then substitution, and then conversion of the denominator as a product of non-repeated linear factors. So for this case, we can take here, see here, denominator contains the term first as x square minus 1 and second x square minus 2, and again numerator is x square plus 3. So for this, we take all these term contains x square as a common factor, so we take x square is equal to t for only finding such a partial fraction a and b. Suppose for next question 11, we take that numerator contains 2x and denominator contains same expression, but at that time we cannot use x square is equal to t because 2x with the derivative of x square, and therefore we take derivative substitution for variable x square is equal to t and its derivative 2x dx is equal to dt. So there is difference between this example and this. In our textbook, that example number 11 is given of the type that variable x square is equal to t, so its derivative 2x dx equal to dt. Here we take integral I as. So we take put x square equal to t only to find partial fraction. Only to find partial fractions. So, take this as t plus 3 upon t minus 1 into t minus 2. So, denominator contains by previous case, as the denominator contains linear factors first, t minus 1 and second, t minus 2. That can be separated, plus sign, again that gives a and b are non-zero constants which are the partial fraction. Then how you find these factors, partial fraction a and b? So again you may take, these are two successive terms, but before this we take, by taking cross multiplication and simplification, we get these linear factors as here we take consideration. plus 3 is equal to a into t minus 2 into t, a into t minus 2 plus b into t minus 1. Actually, this is equation 1 by using this. Take cross multiplication of this and this denominator on both sides can be cancelled out. T plus 3 is equal to a into t minus 2 plus b into t minus 1. When for this type of integral, or this type of linear fraction, denominator is non-repeated linear factors. To find a, we take denominator of a equal to 0. So we take here for a and for b. When we find a, take down denominator of a is 0. So put t equal to 1. Here t equal to 1 means 1 plus 3 is equal to a into this. Value of t is equal to 1 means this denominator is 0. T equal to 1, so that means 1 plus 3 is equal to a into 1 minus 2. So 1 minus 2, that is minus 1. Minus 1 a. Minus 1 times a means we get here value of a is equal to minus 4. So by taking this, we find here value of a. Similarly for b. So for variable b, we get t is equal to 2. T equal to 2. T equal to 2. So for this equation, we get here 2 plus 3. And here 3 times 2 minus 1. As we take denominator of a equal to 0 to find a, means by cross multiplication second variable becomes 0. And when we take denominator for b, t minus 2 equal to 0, at that time denominator of a is t minus 1, only we get the cross multiplication with the p and first term is here cancel out, means t equal to 2, so a into 0, that becomes 0. So value of b is equal to, here we get that value of b equal to 5. So once you get the constant a and b, here we may use again that are the non-repeated linear factors and there is difference between minus 1, bigger term is t minus 1, from this we can subtract this. By previous example, we may solve this, but again second method, how you find this partial fraction. So for this we can take cross multiplication. So integral I becomes here, value of a equal to minus 4, linear factor is t minus 1. Now only for finding linear fraction we can put value of a and b. So here that linear fraction is given x square minus 1. And second we can separate out this plus. What is b? b upon t minus 2. b is nothing but integral 5 t minus 2 is x square minus 2 whole integral with respect to x. Whole integral with respect to. This is most important step. You may take first step as minus 4 upon t minus 1 plus 5 upon t plus 2, t minus 2. After this we can replace t, but here variable is not changed because we cannot take proper substitution by taking their differentiation. Here we take, this is only to find partial fraction a and b. For this case we take that integral. Now compare this denominator with the type x square minus x. So integral of minus 4 upon, minus 4 is constant, 1 upon x square minus 1 dx plus 5 into 1 upon x square minus 2 dx. So we evaluate, these 2 can be written as under root 2 bracket square and this 1 can be written as 1 square. So using our result, integral of 1 upon x square minus a square is equal to 1 upon 2a log of mod of x minus a upon x plus a plus c. Using this result, we get that integral I is equal to minus 4 times 1 upon 2a. 2a means 2 into 1. Log of mod of x minus a means here we take linear factor x minus 1 upon x plus 1. This is first case. And for second integral, 5 into 1 upon 2a. a is nothing but here root 2. 5 is constant, here 1 upon 2a. Again, same result for this. We take that answer for it as log of mod of here x minus root 2 upon x plus root 2 and take down addition of constant, that is plus c. So only denominator contains linear factors that may be factorizable. Now we take factors of x square minus 1 and x square minus 2 from this case and you solve by previous method. But for this we take x square is common to both places, numerator as well as denominator. So only to find partial fraction we get that answer. As you take that factors are x minus 1, x minus 1, x plus 1, x minus root 2, x plus root 2. Again you get 4 non-repeated linear factors from this and you may solve by taking a, b, c, d as a constant. So instead of this we take here by separate substitution method. Now this minus 4 by 2 you can take simplification of minus 4 by 2 is only minus 2 log of mod of x minus 1 upon x plus 1 and here plus 5 by 2 root 2 times log of mod of x minus under root 2 upon x plus under root 2 plus 6 is our final answer for this equation. In this type we take integration of the type of the rational function, but case depends on the factors which occur at the denominator, from which we can take there are 3 cases. Now we take again one more example as from again same exercise I am taking example on the substitution. Example number 11. Example number 11. See here what is the difference between that question and this question number 10. So we take here that is here numerator contains 2x. Numerator contains 2x and for denominator that terms use quadratic factors, but again that is non-repeated. But without using the case of denominator containing non-repeated linear factors, we can solve this by first case. Denominator contains non-repeated linear factors. Here we use case first because numerator is nothing but the derivative of x square and we take substitution as x square equal to t. Now here we take x square equal to t, so 2x dx equal to dt. 2x dx equal to dt and direct evaluation of the integral. So to find solution, we take integral r, that is 2x upon 2 plus x square is first factor, 3 plus x square is second factor and integration with respect to x. As we take here x square equal to t, then its denominator, its derivative 2x dx becomes dt, so that factor becomes dt upon 2 plus t, 3 plus t. Here proper substitution with the derivative, therefore we get answer in terms of t and that t can be replaced by x square at the last t. So take down here substitution as put x square equal to t. What this implies after differentiation? 2x dx equal to t. Therefore, that whole integrand becomes 1 times dt upon 2 plus t into 3 plus t. So, by taking cross multiplication on, you may take here as the denominator contains 2 consecutive factors, you can take that separation a upon b upon t plus t with respect to t. Instead of this, we, without finding a and b, we take if the denominator contains 2 consecutive factors at that time, that numerator coefficient to 1 can be separated by their difference. So we get here values of a and b direct. You can write this as integral I is equal to bigger factor is 3 plus t and smaller factor is 2 plus t. whole divided by product of 2 plus p into 3 plus p. Without taking cross multiplication, we use this method. This is very easy method to solve the questions from the question paper of CET or JEE. If the denominator contains two consecutive linear factors and numerator is their difference, that is 1. So this 1 can be added, 3 minus 2 is equal to 1 and t cancel out. Now separate this as division. So we get that factor. 3 plus t cancel with this, we get here 1 upon 2 plus t. And for second, this 2 plus t cancel, 1 upon 3 plus t. And that whole integral with respect to t. Integration of the linear factors is 1 upon 2 plus t minus b. Now, in the case of this, we take a is equal to 1 and b is equal to minus 1. Then, we take here direct answer for this. Integral of this 1 upon 2 plus t log of mod of 2 plus t minus log of mod of 3 plus t plus constant of integration. So, this is log of mod of 2 plus value of t is equal to, we take t is equal to x square for proper substitution, and this minus gives dividation means 3 plus x and plus c. By using this method we solve the example. Very easy method to solve the example on linear fraction. But in all these 3 examples we see that the denominator maybe contains power as 5, power as 2. But by taking nature of whole rational function, we decide how you solve this. All these 3 examples takes the first method, that is the for rational fraction denominator contains non-repeated linear factors. In the case of repeated factor, we take that factors can be separated by partial fraction. So to the next period we solve the examples on that second or third case. So you can solve these examples and try for this. Thanks to all.